Aloha friends! Today I am going to do my 17-week pregnancy update with baby number 2. So this time at 17 weeks with baby number 1, I was covered in hives. Literally this time, last pregnancy, I was covered in hives for a few months. And if you guys want to know more about that, then you guys can watch my other pregnancy updates because I touch base on a lot of why I thought that was. I literally just realized that I'm at that time that I was last pregnancy and I'm in the clear. When I found out I was pregnant again, that was like the first thing that I was a little concerned about, but I would say that we're doing good and I do not have any hives. The baby is the size of a turnip. You guys will see a belly shot in a little bit, so just wait for that. And there is a turnip in me. Some complications, I guess you can call it, is I have been having headaches. They went away for a little while and I had talked about that. I was so happy that they had went away because they are painful. Like really painful headaches are not fun, and they had recently came back. When you're pregnant, you can't really take anything for it, or at least I don't take medicine when I'm pregnant. I know that there is alternatives that you can take, but I don't take any. So fighting it and sleeping is just what I do. The day that I had the worst headache ever, I literally drank so much water, but it does take a little while for water to get into your system. So I believe that headaches are mostly caused by dehydration unless there is an other underlying issue, which I know I didn't have. Not necessarily dehydration, but when you're pregnant, you have to drink a lot of water. So I drank so much water. I was putting lemon in it so that my body could really absorb the water. And the next day I woke up kind of okay, but like a little bit of a headache. Also, something different I did that day where I had a really bad headache was I didn't have caffeine. So I believe that it could be maybe like a caffeine withdrawal, even though I don't drink a lot of water. I'm so confused about that, but I do have a doctor's appointment on the 23rd. So I'm super excited because I'm like writing down my questions and I'm definitely gonna ask them those kind of questions about headaches and whatnot. Okay, so I had like my first legit real pregnancy craving this week, which was super exciting. I was scrolling on Instagram. I seen this dessert. It's called poi mochi here, and here it's like a hit. We love mochi and we love poi, and so I grew up on these as a kid. Like I would always go to places with my dad and he would always get it for me, and so I was scrolling and I seen it and I just all day it kept popping up in my head that I needed it, I wanted it. So the next day, and I told myself that wherever it was, I was gonna drive to go and get that poi mochi. I needed poi mochi. And there's not just like a shop you can go and get it. It's like a homemade like dessert that like locals like will sell out of like a food truck or like, you know, food stops, like eat the streets kind of things. So the next day I was like, I'm gonna see where this guy is at because he drives the food truck and he goes all around different places around Hawaii, and they were in my city. So I instantly went straight there, and by the time I got there they were sold out, and he was literally 5 minutes away from my house when usually he is in the cities like an hour away from my house. Like it was just meant to be, right? The next day, me and my sister had spent the whole day at Ko'olina and we had an amazing day, and when I left I was like, oh my goodness, this is the city where the food truck is always at. Like this craving wouldn't leave me alone. I was craving it. So we looked it up on his Instagram, and what do you know, he was 5 minutes away from the beach we are at, and we go and get the poi mochi. So the story ended good and I got my craving satisfied. I am not the type of pregnant person that has like the same pregnancy cravings. Like I don't just keep wanting it. Once I eat it, I am good to go, and the next craving will pop up very soon. But I would say I had my first real pregnancy craving where I needed to have that. So I think I talked about this last week, but I have been feeling the baby move, and this is my second pregnancy, so I am reading a lot. that you feel it a lot sooner with your second pregnancy, and that is because, well, there's like a few reasons, but mainly because you kind of know what it feels like already. You just feel it quicker the second time. So I know that I have talked about the baby flustering, like I've felt the baby before in my other pregnancy updates, but I really am feeling the baby this time. Like I can feel it from the outside, whereas last time it was like I could just feel flusters on the inside, almost like a butterfly fluster as I can explain it. But now I could literally feel the outside of my stomach, and I can feel it like on my hand, the baby. It's very, very faint, but it is definitely there, and it is so exciting. Like every night when I lay down at night, I'm like feeling my tummy. I love, that is like my favorite part about pregnancy, is feeling your baby like inside of you. And like my first pregnancy, my daughter was so active, and she was constantly kicking me, and sometimes in the ribs, which was very uncomfortable. But you can like see her hand or her foot coming out of the side, and I loved it. I loved it when you could see like the whole belly shift. So there's so much to look forward to, but for now I am definitely feeling some little kicks or punches, and it is so exciting for me. So I thought that in my first trimester I was like gonna get my energy back, and I was gonna be good on being super tired and nauseous. And they kind of like tease you by saying that when you get to the second trimester you're gonna be fine, but no. I am now in my second trimester. I've been in my second trimester, and I feel as if I am starting to get more tired. And when I do like long walks, I am super tired. I get very hot. So I'm starting to get back to tiredness. I was definitely nowhere near like the first weeks of pregnancy, but it started to go away where I was like feeling myself again, and then now I'm back to being really tired, where I'm like needing naps or coffee. So with that being said, I would say that your tiredness can go anywhere from first, second, or third trimester, and don't let them fool you by saying when you get to the second trimester it's gonna go away, because I feel like mine is starting to definitely come back, and I don't feel like it's gonna go anywhere anytime soon until the baby comes out. But then I'll have a newborn and a toddler, so I'm pretty sure I'll be even more tired. So I post daily vlogs, and a lot of people ask me in the questions down below my room situations. So I just wanted to like briefly mention it. Right now my daughter sleeps with my boyfriend and I in our room, and she has a crib which is right in front of my bed. This is my bed, and she's right in front of us. And I put her to bed at 8 o'clock. I turn off all the lights, shut the door, and I go out into the living room, and we like have our alone time. I edit videos, watch our shows. When it's my bedtime, I quietly slip back in and go to bed. And that schedule has been working so awesome for us, but unfortunately our room is not big enough, and I do not want the babies in the same room, as my daughter needs it to be quiet, peace and quiet. She has a routine, and I do not want to mess that up. Newborns tend to wake up a lot, so I plan on moving it to the newborn in here. I'm gonna get like a co-sleeper. I'm gonna get Ayla a big girl bed, and we're turning her playroom into a bedroom for her. Her playroom actually closes all the way up, so when we do go into the living room, we're just gonna have to be really quiet, and that's perfectly fine with us. Maybe when the baby gets a little bit older, then we can plan on moving, and they can like share a room when they're both on a sleeping schedule. But for now, the new baby is gonna sleep with us, of course, and maybe we can move like our nighttime activities into our room, and out there can be quiet for Ayla. But definitely the new baby needs to be sleeping with us so I can hear and check on the baby. When you have a newborn, you wake up and check on them all the time. Like you're constantly just listening to them and watching them sleep and checking on them. So I definitely want to be very close to the baby, and I know the baby is gonna wake up a lot in the middle of the night, and I don't want to mess up Ayla's schedule and have two babies up at night. So it will be way better this way, and that's gonna be our sleeping arrangements for now. So for those of you guys who are watching this and are expecting, congratulations. I was gonna offer a little bit of a tip of something that I was offered with my first pregnancy, and I completely ignored it because they're a little on the pricey side. They're like ranging from $60 to $200, and I of course wanted all my extra money to go to baby stuff. I just didn't feel as if it was necessary. So before I go into talking any more detail, I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's a pregnancy pillow. I was told by a dear friend that this thing saved her life being pregnant, and she would buy it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and to definitely get it. Well, when I looked them up and I seen that they were ranging from like $60 to $200, I was like, no way. I just didn't feel as if it were necessary. And the same goes for maternity clothes, which this time around with my second pregnancy, everything is different because you realize how much you need it. When I got to be about 7, 8, 9, 10 months pregnant with my daughter, I would have done anything for this body pillow. I had all the pillows. My boyfriend had no pillows. I needed support behind my back, and especially while breastfeeding, you want that support behind your back. I would have done anything for this, but the reason why I didn't get it at 7, 8, or 9, 10 months is because I had waited that long already, and I just kept telling myself that I could do it, and then I kept getting more pregnant and more pregnant, and the more pregnant I got, the more that I needed it, and I had made it so far already. I was so mad at myself because I could have got it in the beginning and then it would have been fine, but I felt like I couldn't buy it at the end when I just had gone that whole time without it when I really, really wanted it. I should have listened to my dear friend. At 1 month, I would have been set. So with this pregnancy, I had bought it right away. It should be here any day now, and I'm so excited for it. There is like a spot that you can rest your big belly on, and it supports your back and behind your neck and goes in between your legs. And there's so many different pregnancy pillows out there. If you want one just to support your back and your legs and your head, there's like half L ones. But I was recommended to get a pregnancy pillow and I didn't listen, and now I would have to say that mine is on its way. That's how bad I wanted one. That's my little advice for you guys. I genuinely think that all pregnant women need. There's not enough support. And the same is going with maternity clothes. So with my first pregnancy, I was like, I'm not gonna go spend all this money on maternity clothes and then, you know, go back down to my size and never wear it for a long time. And I truly just wanted all my extra money to go to baby stuff. So I skipped out on the maternity clothes, and then when I was like 9 months pregnant, nothing fit to me. I was like, oh my goodness, like I have to go get some maternity clothes. So I am starting to look for more loose, big fitting shirts. This is probably the one time you're going to be most uncomfortable in your life, and you want to make it as most comfortable as possible. I mean, everything is going to start swelling up, and you just want it to be super comfortable and you to be comfortable, and there's lots of great tools out there to make it so you could be comfortable. So I would say maternity clothes are awesome. And I'm already, at 17 weeks, I'm already not fitting into like my jeans and my high-waisted shorts, and like that's like my whole wardrobe, like my shorts and my jeans and my high-waisted shorts. So I'm like already having to wear lots of dresses, which I'm wearing right now, a dress and leggings. So I'm definitely gonna go out and find some more comfortable fitting shorts because mine are all like really tight, of course, shorts. I'm already at that point where I'm not fitting clothes, and it's just moving along so fast. Pregnancy is flying by for me. It is so awesome, but so crazy on how fast it's really going. Everything is going so awesome, and I'm just staying very hydrated, and I'm waiting for that pregnancy pillow to come in. I'm always keeping my eye out for clothes that can fit me, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing these updates. I like to update you guys, and I like to let you guys know where I'm at in my pregnancy. Anything can change any given second, and I know that very well. With my first pregnancy, I had complications that came out of nowhere. So you never know, next week you can come and watch my update and things can just be going out the door. So far, so good, and I'm really happy to report that. Thank you guys all so much for watching my 17-week pregnancy update. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post daily vlogs and pregnancy updates, and me and my sister do fun challenges at least once a week. So that is it for today, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.